Taiwan's foreign minister has said the nation cannot rule out the possibility of war with China amid fears of the Eastern superpower launching a military attack. Joseph Wu has accused China of expansionism and warned the risk of conflict in the region is higher than before. Speaking to ABC TV's The World, he said Taiwan is feeling the heat from their neighbor. Mr. Wu told the broadcaster we cannot rule out that possibility when asked if the potential for war lay ahead. He said, "Of course, I cannot predict that the war is going to take place next year or the year after, things like that. But if you look at the preparation on the Chinese side, we have to be very concerned about the real prospect of China launching a military attack against Taiwan. And as a decision maker I can tell you that we are looking at it with no light heart." China views Taiwan as a breakaway province that will form part of the country again in the future. But many citizens of Taiwan see themselves as Taiwanese, separate from the Chinese. Mr. Wu said the likes of Japan, Australia, India and the US can work to prevent China's expansionism. The US has taken a hardline stance against China, which led to multi-billion-dollar arms deals with Taiwan. This led to a furious response from Chinese President Xi Jinping. He told troops at a military base to put all their minds and energy on preparing for war. Last month, U.S. Marines trained in Taiwan for the first time since 1979. Zhao Lijian, China's foreign ministry spokesman, has said the country firmly opposes and strongly condemns the U.S. arms sale. On Monday, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Hua Chunying reiterated this. She said, "China will resolutely fight back against all attempts that undermine China's core interests and interfere in China's internal affairs." Australia and China's relationship also appears to be deteriorating as Beijing imposed new tariffs on Australian products. Mr. Zhao also shared a fake image on Twitter of an Australian soldier appearing to cut the throat of an Afghan child. China refused to apologize for sharing the graphic image in response to alleged war crimes by Australian troops. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison demanded an apology, describing the tweet as repugnant. But China dismissed it as an attempt to assign blame for the worsening of bilateral ties and possibly attempt to stoke domestic nationalism. Robert O'Brien, the U.S. National Security Advisor, has said China will face backlash from the entire world if they attempted to use military force to coerce Taiwan. In the past few weeks, Washington approved the sale of $600 million worth of drones and $2.37 billion of Harpoon missiles. They're the latest in a series of arms deals signed with Washington since 2017. One of them, in particular, has upset Beijing. The four large armed reconnaissance Q-9C Guardian aircraft gives Taiwan the ability to conduct long-duration, armed patrols. But the sea-skimming Harpoon missile has a range of about 250 kilometers. That means it can reach China's coastal facilities across the Taiwan Strait. A few weeks ago, the CCP-appointed editor of the Global Times declared that if the U.S. continued to rearm and support Taiwan's independence, war will come.